Hey everyone, in today's video we're gonna be trying out a gel X nail hack which I saw on TikTok, so I'm really excited for this video. So let's just get straight into it. So this TikTok nail hack was supposed to basically be a much better way of applying gel X nails, and as you can see from the TikTok, you basically want to apply your nail tip about a couple millimeters down from your cuticle and then kind of fill that in with the gel that you're using. So let's just get straight into the video. I'm gonna be using these pre-buffed nail tips from BT Art Box. I have done a review on these in case you're interested. You are also going to need a UV nail light, and I like to use this one because it's super simple and easy to kind of press on your nails and cure them. You're of course going to need some type of extension gel, and since I'm using BT Art Box, I also decided to pull out their gel glue, which is basically the extension gel that you're going to need for today's video. This has to be a thick consistency gel and preferably one of very good quality. So I have my nails already kind of prepped, and I did apply a peel off base coat, which is why they're shiny. However, you would kind of buff the nail plate and remove any cuticles as a way to prep them before doing these nails. Of course, that is because you do want your nails to last, and using this nail hack is apparently supposed to help your nails last about 3+ weeks. So she started off the video by basically applying a thin layer of that extension gel as a base, and that is what I'm gonna do. You just want to go really thin with this. It looks like I'm applying a lot, but I will end up just removing some of this later. You want to make sure that you're getting all of your nail plate. You want to make sure that you're getting your sidewalls and your cuticle area really good, and try to apply this layer really nice and thin because we don't want any bulky nails. And don't forget to clean up any excess gel that touches the skin. Make sure you do this with a clean gel brush dipped in some acetone or rubbing alcohol, and that's really just going to help avoid any lifting. So after the gel was completely applied, I made sure to cure all the nails for about 60 seconds. If you're a beginner and you don't have a full-sized UV/LED nail light, I strongly recommend that you get one because that's going to save you a lot of time. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start applying my gel. In the video, she did have to use an e-file to pre-buff the inside of the nail tip. However, I don't need to do that since I'm using the pre-buffed nail tips from BT Art Box. However, if you don't have an e-file, and again, like I said, you're a beginner, you can always chemically buff the nails or just use a buffer small enough to be able to get inside the nail. So I'm starting off by applying a super thin layer of the gel inside the nail tip. I'm also trying to estimate how much of the nail tip will cover my natural nail, and then I also went ahead and applied a little bit of that gel to where the cuticle area is of the nail tip, and then you just want to kind of gently press down at an angle. Make sure that you're pressing that nail tip down really gently. And as you can see, I did have some air bubbles, but for the most part, when you push the gel or the nail tip down completely, those air bubbles just kind of disappear. And then you just want to gently hold it under your nail light, and that will just about cure it. And this is what the nail should look like. As you can see, I kept about 2 millimeters away from the cuticle. The TikTok video also said that by applying the gel to the underside of the nail, you will also have a longer lasting gel extension. So don't forget to do the step. If you forget, you can also do this after you've completely finished your nails. But then you can go ahead and flip your hand and just kind of cure that gel as well. And I'm going to repeat this to all the nails. I do have to say that this process was really easy to do. I had almost no difficulties doing this. The only thing I would say is just make sure you keep a cleanup brush next to you just in case you do get any gel on you, and just try your best not to get any air bubbles. If you do get air bubbles that don't go away after you've applied your nail tip fully, then definitely just remove the nail tip, clean off the gel and start again. There's no point curing a nail with air bubbles because that's just gonna ensure that you don't have that nice long-lasting gel extension. So definitely keep an eye out for those eye bubbles. And this method actually took me about maybe a minute on each nail, maybe even less. It was really quick and easy to do, and I can definitely see how this is going to be able to help a lot of beginners starting off with Gel X nails, or just those people who just want a much longer lasting and better looking Gel X extension. Another really important thing to bear in mind when doing this method is that you need to be able to know how to choose the correct size of Gel X nail tips for your nails. And I actually have done quite a few tutorials in the past explaining how to choose the right size nail tip for your nails. However, I'm just going to quickly go over it again. So you just want to make sure that the nail tip you're applying, even if it's like a couple millimeters away from your cuticle, you want to make sure that it's fitting those sidewalls perfectly. If not, you definitely want to be able to file it down using a hand file. Something else that is really important is that the cuticle area of your nail tip might not match your cuticle area perfectly, and that's going to cause a lot of lifting issues in the future. So make sure that you file that as well to better fit your cuticle area. So here is what the nails are looking like. Honestly, so far so good. I was really excited to try and fill them in, but of course first you definitely want to just fill in that underside. I did almost forget, but I just decided to quickly do them all together. As you can see, this step takes little to no effort and definitely takes very little time as well. Just fill it in. You don't have to flood it completely. You just have to kind of make sure that it's all connected on the underside. And then once that is cured, this is the important part. This is when you want to get your gel and just ever so carefully fill in that space. Now this can look a little bit scary because it looks like you're almost applying too much. However, I promise you, once you get the hang of just brushing that gel over that space, it just tends to just look like everything has fallen into place. The gel just seamlessly blends in with that nail tip, and then you can just go ahead and brush the excess gel down with the nail brush. I'm also going to show you later on how to do this with a detailed liner brush, and as you can see, that nail looks effortless. It looks like I almost built it up. The cuticle area was perfect. If you want to, you can also tilt that nail upside down and kind of let gravity pull that gel. However, I was super pleased with how it looked on the first go, so I just kind of left it as it was. Here I'm just demonstrating how much gel to pick up. I just kind of like to dip my nail brush into the bottle, and then I scrape one side against the actual bottle, and then whatever product is left on the other side of the brush, that is what I try to use to fill in that gap. And as you can see, that is almost the perfect amount of gel that you will need. However, please do bear in mind that everyone will have different nail bed sizes. Mine are quite small, and this was almost enough for the entire nail tip, including the cuticle area. So you might need more or less depending on how big or small your nail bed is. But here I am just quickly demonstrating as well. There was a stubborn little gap that I couldn't get gel into. It was just really tiny, and a really tiny detailed brush got that perfectly. So don't forget to have one around you when you are doing this method. I also just wanted to demonstrate how to clean up. I did have some spillages throughout this video. However, they weren't anything major for me to show completely, but for the most part, I did have a very easy application with some minor cleanups along the way. So after I was done applying my gel, I made sure to check the nail from different angles. This is really going to help to determine how even the layer is, and you might need to go back in with more or less gel, and you might even need to file it after, but for the most part this shouldn't need too much filing. Personally, I didn't need to file it at all. I was able to get it pretty spot on with just the brush and some of that detailed liner brush as well, and for the most part it was pretty easy. On this nail, I also wanted to demonstrate how you would do it just using the liner brush. For some reason I found this one to be a little bit easier. It could have been because the brush was just a lot smaller, and it was just able to get those little stubborn areas in the sidewalls a lot easier. I was able to control the amount of gel I was pushing up a lot more as well. So you could always definitely use a smaller and thinner brush. You could also use a gel brush or just the brush from the bottle. Just play around with it and see what works for you. Personally, I love using the liner brush and the brush from the bottle, especially when combining them together like this. I just like to use the brush from the bottle to just drag down that excess product. Again, had a little cleanup, and that was pretty much it. It was pretty simple. I made sure to check the nail from different angles, and then I just went ahead and I cured that in my little light. And I'm sorry I'm not in frame for this one, but basically I was just repeating the same thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It was pretty simple. Honestly, was loving this nail hack so much. I think this is definitely gonna be a new way for me to do my Gel X extensions, and I feel like this is definitely gonna help them last so much longer. So here's what the nails look like after they've been freshly applied, and honestly they looked so good, especially the thumb. I was so pleased with the thumb because it was like my first attempt, and I also checked them from the side. As you can see, not too thick. The cuticle area was looking nice and flush for most of them. I'm sure I could have got it a little bit more perfect, but for the most part I was super happy. So now you want to go ahead and wipe away that sticky layer. Of course, you want to do this because you have to file the little tab piece at the end, and you will probably also need to buff these before you apply top coat. And the reason I wanted to buff them was just because I want the top coat to grip onto that gel. And so buffing is actually a really important step. And also don't forget to remove that sticky layer from underneath the nails as well, because that's gonna be so annoying when you get dust under there. Trust me, you will get dust under there, so just remember to wipe that away. So here I am just using my 100 grit hand file. These, I got a pack of these from Amazon. Honestly, such good value for money. Check out the description box below for the link. And then I'm going over with my buffer. This is just a 180 grit buffer, and I'm removing the shine from the nails, and that was pretty much it for the surface of the nails. And then going in with a final layer of cleaning, and this is what the nails look like. Honestly, you guys, they looked so good. The cuticle area was flush. The nails looked so perfect and even. You know, you could try this out with so many different shapes and lengths, and I feel like this is gonna work amazing. So I just wanted to quickly throw in some super quick nail art. I'm doing like the glazed donut nails, if you will, and I'm gonna add a little heart to it as well. I found this really pretty nude color from Born Pretty. It's just from their new Pro line, and it's their nude collection, and honestly I love myself a good set of nudes. And I'm gonna just apply a super thin layer of this to all of the nails. I did have to go in with 2 coats just because I wanted the nails to be a little bit more on the opaque side, and I honestly loved this nail combo. I hope you guys enjoyed it just as much, but I'm gonna let you guys enjoy this application part of the video. But just before I go, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you're still watching. Let me know if this video and this hack is helpful, and don't forget to drop that in the comments. So after that really beautiful second coat, I was really happy I chose 2 coats because this color was so pretty. I went ahead and cured for 60 seconds, and then I pulled out this beautiful powder. This is like an aurora powder. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but it's basically this beautiful iridescent powder that you're supposed to rub on top of your nails. Of course, you could do this on any base color and it kind of gives off a different effect, but I'm basically just rubbing this on the nails. And as you can see, the more I rub them, it just starts to really show off that nice pinkiness to it, and I really loved how this looked. Now this does get messy, so try to lay down a piece of tissue paper. I forgot to, and I was just really excited to like try out the chrome. But yeah, as you can see, there's quite a bit of fallout. So just wipe away any of that extra dust just before you apply that top coat or do whatever nail design it is that you need to do. And this is what the nails were looking like so far. I feel like using this powder was such a good way to see how even the nail surface was, and as you can see so far everything was looking pretty good. I couldn't wait to apply the top coat. I feel like the top coat was just gonna bring everything to life, and it truly did. I also just went ahead and applied a quick blob of that extension gel, and I'm applying these really cute heart charms and then just curing those for 60 seconds. And I did this before top coat just because the top coat is going to help to seal in those charms a little bit more. So here we go, just doing that final layer of top coat, and that pink just kind of popped. I loved how this looked. This nail hack was definitely worth it, and let me know if you guys try it out. So I'm just making sure to really get that top coat around the nail charm, and this again will help seal it in really good. Don't apply a super thick layer of top coat because you don't want to take away from the shape of the nail. I've seen people do that. They will have such a beautiful shape and then they will go in with a thick layer of top coat and it will take away from that. So a little tip is actually to use your finger. I'm wearing gloves, so just use that to wipe the sidewalls of the nail before you cure. Again, if you have gloves on, that's great. If not, try to do it with like a lint-free wipe or just something that will help to clean that gel off really well. So next, I'm just going ahead and applying some cuticle oil. I did cure the nails for 60 seconds and I'm gonna rub that in really good to help nourish my cuticles and just not make them look so dry after all that acetone. So yeah, this is what the final nails look like. I love this Gel X TikTok hack. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. Stay tuned for the end part of the video. I will show you the nails in some different lighting. But yeah, these nails were so simple. They were so easy. They look so cute. I feel like anyone could do this. It's honestly so easy and beginner friendly. I absolutely loved how easy it was to do these and how quick it was, to be honest. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to check out all the products that I've used down below. Remember, good quality products will lead to longer lasting gel extensions, and just overall quality of the nails will be good. So just make sure that you check out those products. Don't forget to use my discount code. Here's what the nails look like in a more natural lighting. Still super stunning. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.